What the hell? This thing rides a dragon? There's a dragon? That's a thing in this game? Sure, why not? So, something's been clarified for me, and it caught me by surprise actually. I thought that this screen was just throwing at me like a bunch of template heroes and I could just customize them however I felt, basically, and that was it. But it's come to my attention that instead what's going on here is actually these are a bunch of randomly generated characters, and their stats are random. Those letter gradings, the letter grades we're seeing there, like F and E and C and D, so apparently that's all chance, and you want to look for someone who just happens to have good stats or something along the way. And so like if you get somebody with a B or an A, like that's great news and you want to grab them immediately, for example. I did not understand that at the time. In my defense, when you click on one of these guys, for example, it says character creation, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just making a character. Like as if somebody was gonna give you like a scout or like a assault trooper, and you're like, I'm gonna make them have this appearance, and you customize their little XCOM hats and stuff like that. Like I didn't think that these were pre-existing characters with random stats. That clarifies a lot of things though, because I was looking at their weird stat modifiers. I'm like, why does this character have that stat modifier? That doesn't help their class. It's because it's random. That also explains their weird bonus skills, like why the character who had a bonus against back attacks was my spellcaster. I'm like, that's weird for a spellcaster to have instead of a rogue. It's because everything's random. The modifiers are random, the starting appearances are random until you customize them, and their field skill and their abilities and so on are also random. Good to know. And yes, that hiring fee has significantly increased. I have to hire it. It's a dragon mage. I don't even know what they do yet, but I just need one. Not necessarily the best stats or whatever, but it's a dragon mage. It rides a dragon. I don't care. Gimme. That's like the most unique class I've encountered in this thing so far. Leveling new units. When you hire a new unit, be mindful of the quest level. Quest level is determined by the unit with the highest level. Be creative and construct your squad. For example, construct a squad with all low-level units, or include only one low-level unit in a squad. Next up, I'm also going to bring up a Valkyrie, because I also don't really know what those ones do. And we gotta learn what a lot of these classes do. There's actually a pretty extensive collection of them overall. So it's gonna take a while just to figure out what these guys' abilities are, and what to expect from them, or even how to make a good one. In check policy, you can distribute policy points between 3 policies: training, reward, and honor, to increase experience, gold, and royals gained. In order to distribute policy points, you have to achieve the objectives that are required for each category. Find out which categories you need to enhance and distribute points accordingly. So training gives you experience, reward gives you gold, and honor gives you royals. Perform 30 combos. Create 1 item with the blacksmith. And fight 2 armament battles. Interesting. So if I click on these things, nothing happens? I've never done 30 combos yet, huh? Interesting, so I can't qualify for any of these for now, but I have 30 points I can spend. Alright, keep that in mind. We can probably make a blacksmith item right around here, actually. Form a contract with the War of the Foreign Nations. Requires internet connection. You can join the war by signing a contract with one of Resonail's 4 great nations. Contract conditions differ depending on the forces and the length. Make sure you sign a contract that benefits you. So these are the organizations here. Alright, let's learn about these guys. Landdeath. Leader is Gladius Ringland, the largest kingdom in western Resonail. Protected by the proudest of knights, with a calm climate and river, the land is blessed with many resources. They have 40% of the population, they have 40% of the overall population. That must be human players. We have a neutral relationship with each of them. They have 6 territories, they have 5, they have 3, they have 2. Okay. That must be the progression of the current situation, though, between all the different organizations. Let's see, Graham Burngard. A nation in the mountains in southeast Resonail, and sandwiched between a boundless ocean. It has a warm climate, and its people live to fight. Feel. Leader is Praetia Teller. a small secluded nation nestled deep within a forest in the southwest. It's known as a safe haven for those who have suffered the ravages of war. And Magian, leader Julius Wiseman. His actual name is Wiseman, okay. A magic nation with a central capital and barren land spreading far north where it's said even beasts do not exist. It's abundant with magical technology. Let's find out what happens, like how the contracts work exactly. Oh, you say how many wars you want to join for. Okay. So you get a gold pay with a bit of a bonus for your extra time you invest. Although it's not honestly that big of a bonus. Okay, so you can go for an 8% bonus on time and 8% bonus. Yeah, but time just going for 5 wars gives you an 8% bonus for both things. I'll go for 1 because I have no idea what we're doing right now. It's all we're going in blind because we don't even know what these mechanics mean yet. For 1 battle, you'll be bound to the Valkyr's War contract. Is that okay? Sure. Godwin, this is the start of a battle. I'll never tire of fighting. Come to the battlefield. Contract approved. Formed a war contract for 1 war. Handyman will represent Valkyr when dispatched for war. We'll see how that goes. Congratulations on signing a contract. Now, join war and capital policies are unlocked. Joining war. To dispatch to war and command the troops. Dispatch your own troops. Policies. Deployment of equipment and armories. Use the national shop and enhance the troops. Equipment at the national shops are rare. If you haven't visited the capital yet, select Go to Capital from the base menu and check out those items. So many menus to check out. Okay, right back to the main one. How do our... Let's see, you can learn skills and class up. Contract ratio is very heavy in favor of the blue, like we expected. We got 18%. Haven't seen you since your test, Godwin. Coming here shows good initiative. So this is the training area. In this line of work, arrogance is fatal. Never act like training is beneath you. You can class up. Can we with any of our existing characters, though? I doubt it, for a beginning of the game. And in class up, you can increase aptitudes and change appearances by using certain scrolls and tomes. After a class up, the amount of bonus points a unit can allocate at level 1 increases, and the amount of stars that need to be filled to get an extra bonus point decreases. This will help your units scroll stronger, except when units class up, they will revert to level 1. Be careful about when you class up a unit. Interesting. So it seems to indicate that you increase the... I don't know, it's a little vague. It seems to imply that if you level up a class, that the entire class forever gains those new boosts. But then it seems that the characters that are members of that class might change? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure if it affects every character of the same class or not. Let's see. Look at our objects here. We have a... So these are all the different scrolls that would reduce all of your rankings from E to D and so on. We have none of them. Ooh. So you need to be level 20 and level 30 to even use these in the first place. And there's a second rank that actually increases your rank by 2. So these ones are even more effective. Interesting. So that must be how you get permanent progress. What's this last one? Charm Scroll. Book that pulls out the reader's hidden appeal. Change your appearance and talents without losing your level. Oh, a respec item. Interesting. None of this is going to be used right now, but it's good to have access. Just to know. To enhance your mercenaries, progress through quests. You get more rewards, experience points, gold, and royals from completing quests than winning battles. If you get stuck on high difficulty quests, press the square button in the quest menu and you can update the single quest list. But there are fees, so be careful. Oh. Sounds like we might have a series of randomly generated quests like what you'd expect from Darkest Dungeon, actually. Oh. And the time is actively counting down to make me feel weird. So this is Versus. You compete with other mercenaries. And these are single player, so it's just you. Versus has time limits. Interesting. I'm curious about whether it's versus other players or versus a different mercenary group. I started piecing together another troop unit just to see how this stuff works out here. And Vanessa, interestingly, as a dragon mage, takes up an extra slot. As you can see, like, we have 4 people in this troop, because that's how troops normally work. A dragon mage takes up 2 slots. They're huge, apparently, which kind of shows from the fact that they also seem to have 700 hit points just right from the get-go as a level 1, which in itself is a bit of a surprise. Let's find out what her skills do exactly. Okay, so she has a simple moveset, so she starts off with melee attacks. She has a ground swipe that does damage to an area, and dragon breath. So she has a series of melee attacks, and nothing else. Dragon nails is her assist, has a range of just adjacent, but it's a powerful swipe. Interesting. So she, despite being called the dragon mage, she has no magic spells as far as I can tell. That's not what I expected. I thought she might be casting from the back of the dragon. It very well could be that she will suddenly have spells later on. Can't help but notice the book she's holding. How about Natalie? Also a simple, straightforward character with a circle combo, and you can manually guard. Oh, there's auto guard. So she does auto guard too. Her assist is also adjacent. So she's a spear user. She pierces a target, launches the target, and then does a thrust flurry. Good to know. So until we know more about her, she's essentially just a straightforward melee character to supplement my group. Let's add a shaman to our ranks. There we go. Bit of magic to start things off. Maybe a little bit of help on physical defense. Actually, ranged magic defense probably makes more sense for them, since they're more likely to be hit from a range, I believe. So now we've got 3 classes we don't know how to use yet. Let's just make a party out of them. What could go wrong? So these are interesting. You click on these little quests here and there, and you can actually see one faction is warring with another faction. In this case, I'm allied with Valkyr on my contract, so that means I can't join Feel here. I'm not able to join them because Valkyr is at war with them. It actually goes across the board. Specifically, I can't take the Feel side of any a conflict across the board because Valkyr is against them. That's interesting. That is interesting. So this is the domination of Caldra. No idea. Let's check it out. Oh, recommended level 4. Never mind. I thought the quest levels were based on the level of my party. Oh, never mind. Switch it over to Troop 2, which is I was planning on taking Troop 2 to test these new characters out and find out how these roles work. So, it becomes recommended level 1 when I switch to them. That's fine. That works out. If we do this, we get over 11 grand, 175 royals. It'll increase our relationship with Valkyr and decrease it with Feel. 33 experience. Bunch of information here. Let's see. A big operation is about to begin in Caldra. Squads assigned to this quest should lend their aid to Valkyr. We succeed if we are first to take control of the enemy front. We fail if we exceed the number of turns. So straightforward enough. We're going against the Legionnaires of Feel. F-rank squad names, apparently, is what... Interesting. I will see how this works out. It's gonna be a bit of a practice. We'll see how it goes. Those dogs from Feel aren't going to wait for us. Hurry and prepare for battle. The long hostilities that have raged here in the forest end today. The Caldra region has strategic value, so of course everybody wants to claim it. Captain, the squad members have finished preparing and await the start of battle. It seems the battle is about to start. Alright. Boss, let's take the enemy fortress on our own and get a ton of prestige. He likes to say that word a lot, apparently. Alright, we're supposed to get up there. Oh, okay, so we have multiple targets this time. Change of pace. The enemy legionnaires here, so that must be the enemy crew. Troop name 1, led by Emily. Comment is a good fight. Weird. It's not an enemy player, is it? I assume it's not a player, but I could be wrong. Fort control quests allow you to compete against other mercenaries to take enemy forts. Successive battles will happen in forts, so the key is in how fast you can defeat them. Swift strategies will get you into enemy territory. Use field skills and items to guide yourself to victory. Looks like the enemy forces are tough this time around. You will be overpowered if you face them head on. Don't fight them. Try to accomplish the objective. Use field skills or items. You can do it.
We gotta control enemy land, so let's get pumped.
Okay. So I think what might be going on here is I think that the enemy squad might be specifically chosen from another player's squad out there in the world. So that must be a siege weapon that's on my team. So if we fight within range of that, it must help me. All sorts of enemies around here. So these are my allied bases, and I gotta go take theirs. And there are a lot of units around here. Just all across the board, really. Alright, so my goal, well, one of them anyway, is right up there. So we'll give that a shot for starters. Alright, let's learn how to play this game. This is a learning opportunity, because everything here is different.
Magnificent.
Ooh, 3 win grassroots. They've stopped chasing me. Should I go down there to help? They're going. Oh no!
Should we engage, boss?
They took out my armaments immediately. Oh, those are level 11s though. Not sure if I'll win, but I'll give it my all. This was probably a mistake. Not the biggest damage versus my... Okay, maybe a fair bit of damage against my leader. I could be in some trouble here. I probably shouldn't have faced these guys head on. Could go in from behind though. Wow, did I just attack my own... I attacked my dragon. I did not expect the weapon to be able to pierce that far. This is a bad time to not know what these characters do. My bad. Got a little distracted by the fact they were attacking my armaments and I wanted to help. But that was, of course, the level 11 crew. And so I kind of ruined myself. So they were right next to me, but I didn't expect them to spawn, like, right on top of me. That's a hell of a start for the fight, huh? Let's see here. Shadow Skull has some range. Curse attacks multiple times based on action cast. I'm in some trouble here. Come on. Not quite. Oh, assist. Now one of them's down. How's that feel? Yep. So much damage coming at our dragon. Alright, this is a mess. This is my first time getting the chance to control her at this point. Let's return the favor, huh? That's nice. That's all I get, though. Shit, she's not down. Oh, no. Alright. Our first real quest that's not heavily tutorialized is not off to a good start. Interesting. I don't exactly have a squad right now, so I'm in trouble. Move to the edge of the screen to escape from battle. This begins the escape preparation process and ends your turn. The AGI stat affects your escape chance. Escape preparation can be interrupted by taking damage. Be aware of your surroundings before you try to escape. I mean, I'm not going to be able to escape. I'm covered in enemies right now. That is not going to be an option. This is a mess. This is currently a mess. I can at least try to wipe this lady out a bit, huh? There she goes. That's a start, I guess. But yeah, I'm screwed. Alright, come claim your victory. Ow. Wow, yeah. There was a gulf of power, as expected. I vow never to lose to anyone. Oh, you're very full of yourself. And so we lost the battle. We're all left at 1 hit point. So yes, avoid the high-level crew, as was explained. Just because your squad died doesn't mean the quest ended. In many quests, after you die, your squad will revive with hit points fully healed and be able to move, unless the quest description states that your troops cannot die. Don't worry if you die, try to accomplish the quest. Troop has been wiped out. Use Jewel of Revival to return in 5 turns. Interesting, so it's not permadeath immediately. But I'm spawning immediately on an enemy... Allied troop? Allied troop. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not too shaken. Oh. Now they're healing. And they're going for our base. So this penalty is a big deal for my victory chances. Oh yeah, if I'd gone after them at that point, I might have had a chance to try to take them out, but now they're healed. Didn't think about that. But apparently they don't suffer a big penalty for getting taken out either. Looks like there's a fierce storm up ahead. If we press on and keep going, we're going to waste a lot of energy. But waiting for it to calm down might take a while too. Captain, what would you like to do? Force. Seriously, boss? We're gonna go through that? Great, just great. Troop hit points reduced by 20% for miraculously going through the storm. Oh, we're learning nasty little effects that can happen. Alright. There's a lot going on in this game. Almost everything that I'm encountering I'm seeing for the first time. It's interesting. Oh my god, okay. What's going on here? There's 3 mushroom monsters. Ow. Why did I start the turn damage flag? So I take damage at the beginning of every turn? Alright, so we learned last time not to try to do a pincer attack with this character, because you'll stab through your opponent and hit your teammate, which is not welcome. I guess I'll just start wailing on them, really, right? Got that started. 5 on 3 might be a little rough. Granted, part of the reason there's 3 of us is because of the dragon situation. Damage taken, ow. Whoa, was that health damage? Units that are poisoned will take 10% of their max hit points as damage at the beginning of the turn, but units cannot die from poison. This effect will continue for 3 turns. To get rid of the effect, you need to use a skill that heals it. Don't have any skills that heal it, so we're gonna have to live without that. Wow. Wow. Game is not pulling punches. It's a Dark Spark. Call Dark Lightning to deal damage to an area and absorb 100%. Otherwise, Shadow Attack. Probably a good start just to get rid of this guy that's teaming up on us right now. They explode. That is rough. Let's see what I can get done here. I don't really want these guys continuing to do what they do. Not quite. Oh, yes, an assist. Fantastic. Last thing I wanted was them to explode again. That damage was absurd. Uh-oh. That's not gonna feel good. We're gonna be needing some of those healing supplies if we can get through this fight. I'd love to go attack their leader, I'm just worried that this mushroom could be a problem on their own. But the leader would slow down their entire team. Oh, I can't move through my teammate. Good to know. Not you. Attack the leader. I can't attack the leader, apparently. Alright. Reset. Let's just destroy you, then. A little bit of leader damage. Pretty negligible, though. At least the mushrooms are gone. It's just these 2 casters, but they can do a lot of damage to me, either way. I'll try pushing this character towards my... I can at least try to push them towards the dragon, I guess. Ooh, fantastic. I'm thinking that the huge amount of damage that the dragon does is making it possible for me to do assists at relatively high amounts of health. But I'm just making up stuff as I go along, kind of. Absorb 100%. Don't know what that means, but I'd love to think that it means absorbs health, so let's find out. Do I get... Yeah, I do get a heal off of that. Fantastic. That's very helpful for recovery, except for the part where my other character's in a big ol' mess right now. Poor little character right there. Alright, Valkyrie's got like 9 hit points. Gonna have to heal. But hey, we won a fight. At least I can feel a little bit good. Probably not gonna want to go meet that weapon over there. Wrong menu. Hang on a second. Let's see what we have for supplies, or maybe even TP usage if I'm lucky. Let's see. Lures an enemy onto the field, making one random symbol enemy appear. Interesting. Treasure warp. Marks a designated treasure chest and warps to that space. Range is 2 tiles, so there's nowhere to go right now. Good to keep in mind for later, though. Reverse movement. An earthquake frightens symbol enemies, reversing their direction. That could also be useful. Takes 10 turns. For now, though, we're gonna have to heal ourselves manually. So your troop health... What is our health at right now, overall? I'm not super sure how to measure health in this game. Because the game talks about troop health, but everyone has their own health individually. Their troop health doesn't seem to be a metric that exists necessarily. I'm thinking I should use the tough supply. Probably. Let's give it a shot. Might be a little wasteful, but it seems necessary. Oh yeah, we're still not maxed out. Okay, so it gives you 60% of each individual character's health. So some characters being high doesn't really help you that much. There's a path over here? That's not what I meant. That's not where I meant to go. Crap. There's such a fierce storm up ahead. Yep. What would you like to do? Escape. Did not mean to go there.
Can't go through, then we'll go around.
Ah, crap.
There's an enemy armament. Be very careful.
Gotta keep in mind that, okay, so up is to the top left. I'm moving with not WASD, I'm moving with the keyboard. Damn it! I'm moving with the D-pad. But, obviously all the directions are diagonal, so... can lead to a few mix-ups at times about which direction you're gonna go in. Let's open this up.
Magnificent.
Arcane Orb 2. So we need to get a move on because we're running out of actions to get this mission done with, actually. Enemy witches. Well, at least they're not very hardy. I can just get in there quickly, perhaps. Make a real big mess out of them. Hi! Just want to put some holes in you. This will be a good follow-up. If I can put them right up front of the attack, I can do a lot of damage all at once. There we go. Fantastic. Yep. They're throwing my skills right back at me. It's kind of comical seeing a giant dragon get thrown around like that. The same way that all the small characters do. Ow. Oh. They actually successfully grouped us up. That is rough. Alright. It's gonna be hard to make her avoid her getting attacked directly in the future. Let's take out their leader. That's a good start. Fire! Oh, I was really hoping that would go the next row over. Maybe a tad of AoE. Alright. I'm gonna want to head them off or they're gonna get my wizard before I'm ready. I'm in my shaman. Let's try to keep them safe. There we go. Thankfully it's her turn now. Maybe we can get some successful healing off. We have to be relatively close for this. There we go. Much better. And a solid 9%.
Well, aren't I magnificent?
There we go. Now this will be very helpful. Maybe get some extra hit points. Just to soak up more of that damage that is definitely coming in. That character in particular, I think, is going to be handy as a tank. Natalie. Bit of extra strength for you. We're not about to... Yeah, I can't boost my constitution that fast. Although more health is very tempting. It gives them more health that they have to beat through, whereas at the end of the fight, our healing is percentage based. I could use some constitution, especially for a smaller troop.
Perfection.
Magic resistance. That's all she gets hit by, so I think I was on the money with that. But it being useful. Evil Saber. Let's learn what our new skills do. All done? Yep. Taking a visit to our skills, we learned Evil Saber. Ambush enemy with a spell that damages and confuses the target. It's a ranged attack. 520 power. Interesting. It's the strongest attack I have, but it actually uses less meter than Dark Spark does. Makes sense, because Dark Spark's a healing skill, so it has extra bonuses besides just existing. We also got something new for our dragon character. Was it a support? No, it was not. Could map this to triangle. Sacrifice 20% hit points to deploy a zone that reduces charge time for 1 turn. Ooh, only 1 turn. I'll equip it, because I have nothing else to equip, but don't know if I'd want to do that. Sacrifice 20% of your hit points just to make... I don't know. Just for a bonus for 1 turn seems a little rough for a big hit point drop. Especially in a troop where you're one of the 3 characters in the troop. Let's see. We're going to be approaching their main facility here, so I'm probably going to want to heal before we get it right up in there. There we go. Shaman's in a better state now.
Careful, boss! You're in range of an armament!
Yep, and that's why we're going to attack them first. Don't want them attacking us while we're doing the boss fight. Or whatever you want to call it. While we attack the keep. Level 1 hunters. What is that? What is that little Moogle nightmare? Oh, here it comes. Better move forward. Get the hell out of this zone. Well, you guys are awfully close together. That was less effective AoE than I was hoping, honestly. But they might be in range for a spellcaster! Oh yes, we could have fun with this. Okay. A little closer. Except I should get out of the range in case they try to AoE me. There we go. A little bit of shared damage here and there. I think we had fun. Alright, whatever that thing is dead. But they have several characters with guns. That's probably worth worrying about. 2 characters with pistols, 2 characters with bows. So I take it Gunner must be an alternate class I can learn or gain access to. Maybe it just comes up at random like all the other ones do, in addition to the Ranger. Or maybe Rangers can just equip guns, who knows. Well, they're very focused. This is actually a bit rough. Aside from the damage it deals, it also pushes you back, which makes it much harder to actually reach your opponents with this character. Did not necessarily think about that. Okay. I mean, I think I've just got to stay put, basically. At least I'll have more meter for attacking next turn, I suppose. If we make it there in a decent condition. What's going on? Oh, right, the attack zone back there. I'm out of... I still didn't make it out of range? I ran as far as I could. That's rough. Okay. Well, that happens. The lead is right there in the middle. I should probably go for it. Should probably go for him. Hi. Oh no. I'm about ready to unequip all launchers. Maybe I just don't know how to use them properly, but it's really rough to have your combo get weirdly interrupted. Maybe I can pause mid-combo? I'll have to experiment with it, because if you pause mid-combo too much, it just ends your combo, as far as I can tell. There's always some finickiness to figure out when you're experimenting with basically all these Japanese games that have the very turn-based combat, but the actual act of playing your turn is weirdly real-time. It leads to some ambiguity at times. I could probably do a lot of damage to this guy. Just try to get it right up front. Oh yeah. See what I can do. Not quite. We got an assist. It's too bad we weren't in range to get an assist on their leader. Not a very powerful attack, the pistol attack. The rangers are noticeably more dangerous so far. You just killed your leader. Alright, saved me the trouble of having to waste an attack on him, I guess. But you also walked up to me, so... Hi! That's satisfying. Hello, you. There we go. That was a more or less successful combo, too. And we got 12% health recovery. That helps out a bit. But we are injured.